Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Cardinals are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the 49ers defense that will need to be at the top of its game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line, between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's forced out left, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good.
They'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. The penalty. It's Johnson, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. If he gets this away, it's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the front ball, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Stafford is going to float this over the middle deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, good.
Looking to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Len Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get there. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39. Green, watch it now, Barney. Check.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, now they'll try the end around. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Throwing is Stafford. Now he steps away. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective.
And now it's blocked. The defense has it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And throw right side complete to Parker. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their
blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They go to Johnson again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down past the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Leopard! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Again, it's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's counter. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Stafford. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Stafford. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball.
And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cards, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.